Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we're going to discuss about what is cybersecurity. But before starting this video, there is a request. If you think this video helps you to get knowledge, then share this video to other people and like and subscribe our channel if you are new to our YouTube channel. So without any further delay, let's get started. Now let's discuss what exactly the cybersecurity is. Cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attack. It also known as information technology security or electronic information security. So here is the diagram of cybersecurity. The next slide we are going to discuss that cybersecurity applies in a variety of contexts from business to mobile computing and can be divided into few common categories. So some of the categories of cybersecurity are network security, application security, information security, operational security, disaster recovery and business continuity security, and end user education. So let's discuss one by one of them. Firstly, we are going to discuss is network security. Network security is the practice of securing a computer network from intrudes where targeted attackers are opportunistic malware. Next one we have application security. So application security focused on keeping software and devices free of threats. A compromised application could provide access to the data it designed to protect. Successful security begins in the design stage well before a program or device is deployed. So this is the diagram. Next one we have information security. So information security protect the integrity and privacy of the data both in storage and transaction. Next one we have operational security. So operational security includes the process and decision for handling and protecting data assets, the permission users have when accessing a network, and the procedures that determines how and where data may be stored or shared all fall under the umbrella. Next one we have disaster recovery and business continuity. So disaster recovery and business continuity defines how an organization responds to a cybersecurity incident or any other event that causes the loss of operation on data. Disaster recovery policies dictates how the organization restore its operation and information to return to the same operating capacity as before the event. Business continuity is the plan the organization fall back on while trying to operate without central resources. You can only understand that with the help of this diagram. Here we in that we have disaster recovery and after that business continuity and always on business. So this diagram is very helpful for understanding this point. Please note this diagram. Next point we have end user education. So end user education addresses the most unpredictable cybersecurity factor. Anyone can accidentally introduce a virus to an otherwise secure system by failing to follow good security practices, teaching users to delete suspicious email attachments, not plug in unidentified USB devices, and various other important lessons is vital for the security of any organization. So let's discuss about some cyber attacks. Basically, first cyber attack is what exactly it is. A cyber attack is an exploitation of computer system and network. It uses malicious codes to alter computer code, logic, or data and led to the cyber crimes such as information and identity theft. When we are living in a digital era. Nowadays, most of the people use computer and internet. Due to the dependency or digital thing, the illegal computer activities is growing and changing like any type of crime. So, cyber attacks can be classified into following categories. These are web-based attack and system-based attack. So please note this diagram. This is very important diagram regarding cyber attacks categories. So let's discuss each of them one by one. Firstly, we are going to discuss is web-based attack, what exactly they are. So these are the attacks which occurs on a website or web application. Some of the important web-based attacks are as follows. So first one we have injection attack. It is the attack in which some data will be injected into a web application to manipulate the application and fetches the required information. Here is the example of these attacks are SQL injection, code injection, log injection, and XML injection, etc. are the example of this attack. Next one we have DNS spooling attack. So DNS spooling is a type of computer security hacking whereby a data is introduced into a DNS resolved cache causing the name server to return an incorrect IP address, diverting traffic to the attacker computer or any other computer. The DNS snooping attacks can go on for a long period of time without being detected and can cause serious security issues. So this is very dangerous attack, cyber attack. Next one we have session hijacking. It is a security attack or a user session over a protected network. Web application creates cookies to store the state and user session, but stealing the cookies and attacker can have access to all of the user's data. So here is the diagram, you can see that. Next one we have phishing attack. So phishing is a type of social engineering attack often used to steal user data including login credentials and credit card number. It occurs when an attacker masquerading as a trusted entity dupes a victim into an opening an email, instant messaging or text message. The recipient is then clicked a malicious link which can lead to the installation of malware, the freezing of system as part of a ransomware attack, or the revealing of sensitive information. So this is also the very dangerous attack, is known as phishing attack. Next attack we have denial of service attack. So it is an attack which means to make a server or network resource unavailable to the user. It accomplished this by flooding the target with traffic or sending it information that triggering a crash. It uses the single system and a single internet connection to attack a server. It can be classified into the following. So first one we have volume based attack. Its goal is to saturate the bandwidth of the attacker side and is measured in a bit per second. Next one we have protocol attack. It consumes actual server resources and is measured in a packet. Application layer attack. It goes in the crash the web server and is measured in request per second. Next one we have URL interpretation. So it is a type of attack where we can change the certain part of a URL and one can make a web server to deliver web pages for which he is not authorized to browser. Next one we have man in the middle attack. This is very common attack. So it is a type of attack that allows an attacker to intercept the connection between client and the server and act as a bridge between them. Due to this, an attacker will be able to read, insert, and modify the data in the inter intercepted connection. Here in the diagram, you can see that here we have a user and a web application, and when there is a green line with the tick signal is the original connection, but the man in the middle with the red line, uh, this is the new connection, and this person man in the middle is a hacker. So it hacks the it acts as an intercept between the connection of client and server. So this exactly what happened in man in the middle attack. Next one we have second category, system based attack. So these are the attacks which are intended to compromise a computer or a computer network. Some of the important system based attacks are as follows. Number one, we have virus. So it is a type of a malicious software program that spread through the computer files without the knowledge of a user. It is a self-replication malicious computer program that replicates it by inserting copies of it into other computer program when execute. It can also execute instructions that causes harms for the system. Next one we have worm. So it is a type of malware whose primary function is to replicate itself to spread to uninfected computers. It works some as the computer virus. Worms often originate from email attachments that appears to be from trusted sender. Here we have the program A and we have the virus, and after that it infect and it has the worm, and it infect the program B. We also have that virus, but the worm can duplicate itself and made a 3 copy of that. So this is very dangerous virus for your computer system. Next one we have Trojan horse attack. So it is a malicious program that occurs unexpected changes to computer settings and unusual activities. Even when the computer should be ideal, it misleads the user of its true intent. It appears to be a normal application, but when opened or executed, some malicious code will run in the background. So this is also the very dangerous virus, Trojan horse attack. Next one we have bots. So a bot, short for robot, is an automated process that interact with other network services. Some bots program run automatically while other only execute commands when they receive specific input. Common example of bot program are the crawler, chatbots, and malicious bots. So friends, that's all for now in this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon so that you can't miss any upcoming videos in future. So thank you all.